So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
the game yet to kick off. The excitement
match.
already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started.
Well, there are playmakers, and then there is one, Sebastian.
Cristiano Ronaldo! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Bergomi with the clearance. Beckham. Deep cross. And he shoots! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That is so good! Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So, a breakthrough already. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Now it's Rooney. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. And this is Kagawa. It's Kagawa! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Threads one in. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Kagawa. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's a nicely shaped ball. Carvajal. Now it's Hullet. Probing pass. Pass somewhat off target.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to...
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. And he's picked it up out wide. Carvajal just loves to go forward whenever he can. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Played back in, played out wide. Kagawa. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that's clever. Cleared without hesitation. That's a cute ball. And he cuts out the supply. Ibrahimovic! It's hit the upright. Irwin. Baron. Oh, red. Nice interception. Robertson is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Nesta spots it and intercepts. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Little pass back. And here's Ibrahimovic. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now Rooney. Oh, good spread. He's in plenty of space here. He rises! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Engages and forces him off the ball. And this is Rooney. Wan-Bissaka. Bergomi has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Now it's Hullet. And this is Ronaldo. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Veron.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Rooney, distributed tidily. Oh, really cute, what a lovely series of passes. Looking to go deep. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Now it's Hullet. Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo tries making a foray down the right. Clipped into space. Carvajal is wide and looking to get onto this.
Well, that kind of touch usually leads to a mouthful from several angles.
Carvajal. And this is Ronaldo. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Carvajal receives it in a wide position. Beckham. Wan-Bissaka. Ibrahimovic. And this is Hullet. This might spell danger. Veron. Veron is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Seedorf.
There will be
This is
one
Ronaldo.
at a time.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Manchester United couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
And there is the half-time whistle. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Ibrahimovic.
Here we go again.
To replace him is
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Shoot! That's another chance! Beckham. Irwin. And it's Veron. And this is Ronaldo. And this is Rooney. Out to the right. And that pass just didn't quite work. Bergomi. For Nesta. Beckenbauer. Seedorf. Nicely weighted ball. Seedorf conjures time and space where few can. So what can they make of this? And it's Carvajal.
Manchester United have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Nesta gets across to intercept that.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That's a shade optimistic. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Out to the left it goes. Seedorf.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Passes short and sharp. Irwin picks it up out wide. Bergomi clears it away. And it's Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka hurtling down that right flank. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. That is a great pick out. And that's put paid to a promising move. Nesta promptly onto that, and that is that. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Played into space. Well timed, excellent interception. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Cristiano Ronaldo! It's hit the crossbar. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Tries a shot! Sticks it away! Do not write them off! Back they come! That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Cristiano Ronaldo! Cristiano Ronaldo! Substitution on the field. Number 14.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 20.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Substitutions
Rooney.
taking place.
Rooney touches it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Cross in. He's done well to get that clear. Scholes. And it's Fletcher.
Manchester United really camping.
And Beckham! And that's a real chance missed.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Beckham standing over it. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Hullet, and he was quick to react. Rooney. He's a sharp little ball here. Rooney. Oh, a delicate chip through. They're urging him to shoot. Nicely spread. And that has been cleared. The ball is loose and the chase is on. He's found some space. Oh, that was vital. Beckenbauer gets rid without sophistication. And it's Wan-Bissaka.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And that's a good... He's had a shot! Just a whisker away. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, well. Rummenigge! Certainly not the easiest of chances, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, he's the sort that can make the most difficult look quite easy, but that definitely wasn't his very best.
Nicked it back promptly.
There will be 3 minutes
Wan-Bissaka,
added time.
a player who needs no introduction. Rooney. Searching pass he's played there. Oh no, that was never going to make it. There could be trouble here. And that's a goal kick.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
That is good alertness. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle. Cristiano Ronaldo writing himself into team folklore. It's career game number 500 for him today, Jim.
Well, what an amazing career he's had, Peter. And I'm sure this won't be the last significant landmark he'll surpass. I think when it comes to consistency, this guy has set the levels.
Rummenigge. And no, he's seen through all of that. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Looking for a runner. Jordi Alba providing an outlet on that flank. Well, that pass isn't the best. Passing is crisp and sharp. That is good strength. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Beckenbauer gets his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Seedorf. Oh, that's a key interception. Nedved. Nedved going face-to-face with his great rival. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that could set him on his way. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. That's brave goalkeeping, really decisive.
I just thought he showed a little too much of it to the keeper, but I think he read the situation very well.
Ronaldo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Ibrahimovic. That's a risky ball. Oh, what has... Goes for a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Seedorf. Now, can they get him away? Ferdinand makes the interception. And he was quick to react. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gullit. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And that should get the job done. Robertson wins the duel this time. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Italy are looking to go forward now. And he has been fouled there. Ferdinand. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now he's off and running. Oh, they can break here. And it's Nedved. Looking to play him in. Beckenbauer. Robertson. Carvajal is one whose deliveries we all know about. Carvajal. Delivery from Danny Carvajal. I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Shevchenko. Oh, it's a foul. It could be a penalty. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. So the last big chance perhaps before half-time. And the potential here for the first goal of the game. It's a loose ball. Played in by Dan. And again! Heads it again, but still no joy.
Yeah, nothing overly wrong with the way the ball's been played in. They just need to make it count.
And here's Gullit. There's the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. Vieira tries to clear. And they've got a throw.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
And he's opted for the long pass. Played out to the left flank. Jordi Alba has got himself a free kick. And it's Jordi Alba. Nedved going full tilt down the left. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looks up. Up he goes! He's delivered all right!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team.
And the half-time whistle goes. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Nedved. And here's Ibrahimovic. Vieira can see things others simply cannot. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And he's managed to get rid. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Hullet. And now the breakaway. Chips it through. Carvajal is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, that's well spotted. Seedorf. And it's Seedorf. Rummenigge. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Robertson. Nedved. Vieira. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for the run. That has not gone well. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Seedorf. And the counter is on. Tries to play it through. Out to the right. Plays it across. Maicon with the clearance. Seedorf. And he's there to clear it.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Rummenigge. And it's Nedved. And it's Maicon. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Ibrahimovic. The ball has bounced loose now. Robertson.
That was lovely, that.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Van der Sar punts it upfield.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Seedorf, showing good feet.
Italy clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Decent chance! It's there! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
We have got changes here from
Number
both sides, in
14,
fact.
Seedorf.
Italy are now
Coming on the
luxuriating in a 2-goal
Number
lead.
19,
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now,
Number
and surely,
2,
Peter, we're not going to see any complacency
substitution
after
in
that.
progress.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Real chance! He's got a goal! The perfect script, the perfect outcome. A date with immortality. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
And that should get the job done. Great defending, strong and determined. Vitinha. Messi. Neymar is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. And here's Mbappe. He's shifting through the gears here. Tries a shot! And he hits the net. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Italy could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response? And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he has shown him a yellow card. And that's that. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Madrid have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers. If these two don't make a good impression, there are quite good replacements on the bench.
That is a great pick out. Bullet! Oh, good-looking ball. Ronaldo is onto it in a flash. Ibrahimovic. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, cracking ball. And they can counter here. Bellingham. Oh, this... Oh, shooting chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
It's a promising position. Produces a mighty... It's bounced back off the post. And they're quick to get it back. Looking to play him in, and he's worked it through. It's Mino! And it's come back out to him. There it is! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Carvajal, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Can he finish? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Rummenigge actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. And it's been taken short. Bale's cross. Oh, smashing header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence. Well, I wouldn't quite...
Seedorf has given away a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Bellingham, Nesta promptly onto that, and that is that. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Bale is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Bale has it out wide and in space. Madrid have their second corner now. Vigo plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Hullet. That has not gone well.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Ibrahimovic. And it's Bale. Back towards the middle. Turns back here, probably the best option. Spread it left. Bale. Bale goes on a run down the left wing. And he's picked it up out wide. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. It was somewhat off target. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Knocks it into space.
Well, at least they acknowledge the effort.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Pull it. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he gets rid in a hurry. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Here we go again then.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now it's Hullet. Oh, super find. Cristiano Ronaldo! It's a loose ball. That's a half-decent try. Up he goes! Oh, crossbar! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Nice bit of trickery. Cristiano Ronaldo gets a good foot in there. And here's Hullet. And that's a dangerous ball.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Bellingham running with the ball. Now it's Figo. Oh, good-looking ball. Tries to play it through. And this is Ronaldo. Can he finish? It's a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Yaya Toure plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And that's put paid to a promising move. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And he cuts out the supply. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Hullet. And he's intervened well there. He's had it taken off him. And it's Bale. Great vision.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Seedorf does well to get it back. He's got away. Ball driven towards the far post.
I couldn't quite sort his feet out in time to get it under control. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Cruyff. Vigo. Searching pass he's played there. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's picked his way through. Shot could be on. Caught offside that time.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Cristiano Ronaldo. El dorsal 5.
That's been won straight back into the last quarter of an hour.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Keeper's dealt with that.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be. Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Neatly clipped into space. Defending of the desperate variety. Eto'o receives it in a good position. Shot, surely! Superb from Pele! A finish of true class! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Chance for a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Rummenigge is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 3 coming up. Beckham gets it away. And it's Gattuso.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Pepe.
Habrá 4 minutos de
Quality looking
descuento.
ball that. Rummenigge. Can he get on the end of this? And he's there to belt it away. Nedved. Now it's Mbappe, and he's managed to get free. And there goes the final whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the
Hello, everybody,
camaraderie.
and welcome
The
to
fans have
today's
pulled out
match.
all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, we're on the way.
The Netherlands promoted the philosophy of total football, and Clarence Seedorf is one of its finest exponents.
Yeah, pretty hard to find a weakness, isn't it?
Yeah, and for all his strengths, Peter, I think it's his passing that...
Can he finish? They've got to be quick to recover this. Crosses it in. Oh, smashing header! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And he's managed to get rid. And now a sudden chance to counter. And the pass is intercepted. Lahm. Nicely weighted ball. And it's Rodri. Oh, super ball. He's in space and looking for options. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. This is their second corner of the game. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And this is Roberto Carlos. Corner number 3 coming up. Gullit attempts a clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Gullit. And he's found a way past. And that is as far as they're going to go. Ambitious ball here.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement. That's just playing it safe and simple.
First quarter of an hour gone. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Robertson. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Vieira demonstrating his defensive quality there. Now it's Pelé. And they're not going to make any further progress now. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Rodri is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. That's really good defending. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Corner number 4 coming up here. Knocks it out wide. Roberto Carlos. Oh, sweet feet. And it's Rodri. No goals as yet. And the counter is on. No, that's been intercepted. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Robertson is one whose deliveries we all know about. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos proves just a little bit too strong. Looks to the other side. And here's Hullet. Seedorf. Shevchenko. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Vieira. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Bergomi. Seedorf. That's good vision. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Pelé. Caught offside that time. And this is Ronaldo. That is very well defended.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Played back in. Cross goes in there. Tries to get it clear. Has a look and plays it forward. Foot in. Hullet. That is a brilliant interception. Leicester does really well to win the ball there. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Turns back here, probably the best option. Lahm. Now it's Hullet. Passing is crisp and sharp.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Shevchenko. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Can he get it through? And this is Shevchenko. He is through here. Takes a shot. Oh, it's hit the post. And now they can clear their lines. And that'll be the last act of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Wishing all the best for members of
Goals
our
at this
fan
stage,
club
but certainly not
celebrating
devoid
their
of
wedding
action.
anniversary
It is
today.
0-0 here at half-time.
Substitutions taking place.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Ronaldo might just make this. And this is Hullet. And he's... Hullet! Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique. Germany couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Roberto Carlos. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Eto'o. Up towards the front line. Rodri. Roberto Carlos. Lahm. Oh, nicely intercepted. Played into space. Oh, that's well spotted. Germany finding their passes. That's very neat. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He rises! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now, he's got space here. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Just eases him off the ball. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Cross to the back post. Up he goes! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Maldini pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Oh, can he get onto this? Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Substitution for Germany. Number 7.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 18.
Bullet.
Coming on the field.
A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Beckenbauer. And it's Eto'o. Ibrahimovic. Oh, easy pickings there. Rummenigge, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Pass is just off target. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Nice looking ball. And it's Bale. Searching pass he's played there. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Gullit might just make this.
Germany clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Out towards the flank. Played in by... Oh, what a climb! Same again, same outcome.
Germany really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Now it's Gullit, and they can counter here. He came in hard, very hard. Rummenigge couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
Roberto Carlos spots it and intercepts. Looking for a runner. And he cuts out the supply. Maldini calmly anticipates. And here's Gullit.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Chance! Beckenbauer gets rid without sophistication.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And the finish!
There will be 1 minute added time.
Good-looking ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Maldini. Eto'o. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now, that looks a decent ball. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And we're done. So, a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome inevitable. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And already we're underway here. Well, 5 at the back, Jim. It does feel fairly defensively oriented, this formation.
Well, you could say it's a lineup that's all about creating positive transitions. The lack of width in midfield with just three in there makes the role of the fullbacks more crucial, or wing-backs. You have to have them constantly push up, forcing opposition players back and giving your team a little more freedom.
Easier said than done.
That's right, but it does work very well, provided you have the right players to pull it off.
Lahm.
There's no doubt that this fella's contribution will be highly important. It's the one and only Philipp Lahm.
And what do you consider his greatest quality, Jim?
Well, it's hard to name just one because he's such an outstanding player on some...
And Hullet! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Hullet actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Roberto Carlos goes short. He gets big! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Ibrahimovic is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
It's a really well-measured ball. And this is Shevchenko. Now it's Hullet. Might be danger here. Ah, that's a fine interception. Schmeichel with the clearance. Over to the other side. Roberto Carlos. And it's Roberto Carlos. That's been slipped through. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Thuram gets over and intercepts. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And here's Cruyff. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And he's straight offside. So we're still where we started right now. That's a nicely shaped ball. Shevchenko! Oh, that was no routine save.
Shevchenko is offering a wry smile there.
Oh, smashing header! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And here's Hullet. Now there's a fine ball. And he's cut it out. Deftly away. Hullet can be a real threat inside the box. No, he's not getting any further than that. And here's Cruyff. And this is Shevchenko. And Shevchenko! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Now that looks a decent ball. Played into the box. Up he goes! He's delivered all right! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip. What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Roberto Carlos proves just a little bit too strong. Hullet. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Roberto Carlos. That's tidy. Carvajal defending his corners. Ibrahimovic! He scored! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Aimed beyond the defence. That looks a cracking ball. And it's claimed by the keeper. Passing is crisp and sharp. Just 5 minutes left until the break. It's a promising position. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. Corner number 2 then. And he's in on goal. And now they can spring out of defence. Tries to dink it through, and he's managed to get free. Oh, what a... He's having a shot! And it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
And with that, the hat-trick, and Shevchenko! And that is a truly outstanding save.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Terrific header! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. A thrilling end to the half there, one that very nearly changed the complexion of this game completely.
And a quick reminder today to please take all litter to bins located by the entrance gates. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Please be made aware that smoking is only permitted.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's away we go then. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, a player I've been looking at for quite a while now, Peter, is this guy, Bastoni. He's always impressed me with the way he's gone about his game. He's physically dominant, he's very intelligent in his reading of the game and his positioning, and he's also now very confident in his possession and what he can deliver up the pitch.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Can he latch on to this? And the counter is on. And it's Dembele. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Rummenigge. Otto. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. It's a searching pass, and he's picked it up out wide. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Aimed beyond the defence, and he's picked out the run. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Bastoni. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. And it's Xabi Alonso. And Carvajal. Nedved. Looking tidy in possession here. Nicely shaped ball. Dink through.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Oh, that's a key interception. Xabi Alonso is always looking to break lines. And here's Hullet. Brilliantly cut out. Liverpool look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Neymar running with the ball. Dembele. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Rummenigge might just make this. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Busquets. Hullet will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Tchouaméni. That's an imaginative pass. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Rijkaard plays it long. Kukçu. It's Xabi Alonso. He's being urged to shoot. Tchouaméni. Rummenigge unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's Dembele.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Referee's given a throw. And this is Neymar. And this is Dembele. Busquets. Now, can they get him away? Well, that's been cut out, well played. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Indonesia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always...
And Hullet! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Xabi Alonso.
Well, yet another interception, and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And here's Cruyff. Looking to play him in. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Xabi Alonso. And he welcomes it in. Oh, that's nice. And this is Dembele. Oh, shooting chance! Just 5 minutes left until the break. Threads one in, and he plays one through.
Might want to be careful there.
Cruyff showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Kukçu. And it's Nedved. Now it's Dembele. Oh, he's got a son. Can he finish? Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
And the first 45 minutes are up. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Substitution on the field, number 19.
And we're off again.
Coming on the field
Both
is
sides defensively
number
robust
1,
up to now.
Gianluigi Donnarumma.
Shapes to shoot!
Substitution.
That is decidedly lacking. Xabi Alonso cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Neymar. Chouameni. Can he get on the end of this? That has been slung wide. Lovely. Messi! He's scored!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. Indonesia are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And smartly reclaimed. Bastoni. And this is Nedved. Busquets plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now it's Luis Suarez. Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. It's a pretty loose pass. Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist, Peter, in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Oh, good take in a good area.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Liverpool looking to pass their way through. Gullit has created one goal already. Nicely worked. Just the goalkeeper to big chance! They've scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
Time for a change in personnel. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Number 20, Neymar.
And he skips past his man.
Number 17, number 23,
It's Nedved. Indonesia do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Pushkash.
And he cuts out the supply. Knocks it into space. Pass is just off target.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approaches and start shifting this ball out wide. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Passing is crisp and sharp. And that's been won straight back. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, that's superb. Looking for a runner. That's good vision. And this is Luis Suarez. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was a
Chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Indonesia against Manchester United.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And already we're underway here. Alessandro Nesta looking a picture of calm out there, Jim. No doubt ready to deliver yet another defensive masterclass.
Yeah, a man who week in, week out took on the very best attackers. He always embraced that, and they very rarely got the better of him.
A proper virtuoso of the game. Even the most brutal tackles were delivered with flawless timing, impeccable grace, elegance.
Spot on.
Rummenigge aimed beyond the defence. Van der Sar gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Looking to play him in. Nesta gets across to intercept that. Big chance! What decent chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. And they've caught Reed. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Cross needs to be good. Chance, surely! Corner number 2 then. He's there to head it! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Maldini actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Baron. And he's only too happy to take that back. It's a searching pass. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Cruyff. Indonesia are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Bellingham, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Chance for a shot! Goal! Manchester United! There is the breakthrough! So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Hazard. Baron plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. He slid. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Indonesia present their opponents with the best possible chance here to further improve their position of comfort. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Manchester United are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Just more than 15 minutes till half-time.
Indonesia really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now it's Cruyff, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Passes short and sharp. Busquets. Cruyff. Shifted it to the flank. Rummenigge.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Played out wide. Now the cross.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Chiellini. And that's another throw. Gullit looks to get on the end of this. Baron. Ferdinand. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Played out to the left flank. And here's Cruyff. Out towards the flank. Baron. Ibrahimovic, a player who needs no introduction. No, he's not getting his way this time. And it's Gullit. Chouameni.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now Otto. And again they run up against stubborn defending. Well timed, excellent interception. Nicely weighted ball. That has been cut short. Indonesia have it. Referee's had a look and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
Substitution for Indonesia, number 20, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
And we're off again.
Number 24.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate. I think he knew immediately that he got that one wrong. The wall did its job.
Now it's Bellingham. Bellingham touches it back.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Searching pass he's played there. And this is Shevchenko. Indonesia come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Substitution.
Now it's Bellingham. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Bellingham.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Abiati claims comfortable.
Manchester United have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Mbappe, Bellingham. And it's Michel Platini. Threads one in. That's a good ball. Mbappe! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are pulling clear here. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Substitutions taking place.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
There's the shot!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Busquets. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pinches it off him. Indonesia perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And here's Shevchenko. Now it's Messi. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Bellingham. Platini. And he's forced to go back. And the pass is intercepted. Shevchenko. Gullit. Header! Oh no, a quite unbelievable miss.
Indonesia really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Substitution in progress.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham tries to pass it through. Indonesia needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. He's in a good position here. Platini has been caught there, it's a foul. Gullit is standing over this one, looking to widen the gap even further here. Gullit! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, he's stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. He's having a good look here. And this is the perfect opportunity to create... Gullit! And how did he not make it for... Corner number 3 coming up. What a throw in. And it's Bellingham. Takes aim and... Oh, smashing header! He got the hard part right, but the rest wrong.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
So their fourth corner of the game. Indonesia are looking to go forward now. Now it's Messi. The most accurate pass. Now it's Hullet. Can he get it through? Hullet looking for the run. Oh, well measured. Hullet. Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Looking to go deep. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. That is good alertness. And it's Shevchenko. Now it's Hullet. 5 minutes to add. Platini, well seen, saw that coming. Has a look and place it forward. Now it's Bellingham. Rijkaard.
That's going in strongly.
Well, that's surely a foul, free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Keeper's not concerned by that. Tries to play it through. Maldini. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here.
Lionel Messi, Peter. Now, there's a player who could make a mug out of anyone.
Plenty of examples of that, Jim.
Yeah, I remember when his former mentor was managing Germany's winning machine, a machine that had hammered Messi's side 7-0 on aggregate not too long before.
Very different story that night, though. 2 goals in 2 minutes, he was a bit special.
And a few doubts about him before the match on account of him not scoring in the previous couple of rounds. How wrong was that?
And here's Messi. Busquets. Rummenigge. Knocks it into space. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Hong Kong have a free kick. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. He's in a good position here. Very nicely done. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, nicely intercepted. Threads one in. Pele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. And it's Cruyff. That's been cut out, well played. Rui Costa. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Hullet. Oh, that's a key interception.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Gattuso is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. He's played it long. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Nesta goes direct. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And here's Messi.
Messi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Shot a goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Good play on the left-hand side here. Ibrahimovic. And he's picked it up out wide. And he's got his range wrong there. Pele. Oh, that is a nice touch. And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, it's come loose. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Cruyff. Pele conjures time and space where few can. It's Rui Costa. Great defending, strong and determined. And there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Cruyff. Vieira wins the duel this time. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Pele. Now it's Rui Costa. Busquets. Now it's Pele. And the shot's on here. Rui Costa driving forwards. Chouameni.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's through here. Hullet. Bale. And here's Cruyff. Shot could be on. He whips in across. Cruyff! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And Hullet! Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
Indonesia really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. So neither side has yet broken through.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 20, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Coming on the field is number
That's just
7,
playing it safe
Suarez.
and simple.
Rui Costa. Nice bit of trickery. Chooses to go back. Oh, there's a probing ball. And it's Vieira. Gets a good foot in there. Cruyff. And he's intervened well there. Vieira. And it's Rui Costa. And it's Messi. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Ibrahimovic. And he's on his way! Indonesia needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Rui Costa is always looking to break lines. Now it's Hullet. That is a brilliant interception. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cruyff.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, a delicate chip through. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Just eases him off the ball. Rui Costa. Now it's Messi. Rui Costa. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Gattuso. Great vision. Messi. Messi!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Indonesia perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And the shot! Goal! The breakthrough strike! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Substitution for Indonesia, number 24.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
17.
Two fresh faces and both in the front line.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card.
Chance for a shot! Sticks it away! The perfect script, the perfect outcome, a date with immortality. Truly superb, a goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Well, it's an inspired substitution, terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
That has certainly made things interesting. Eto'o! He'll want to be quick to recover this. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. That's a decent clearance. Indonesia given another corner. It's their second corner of the game. And that was somewhat errant. Vieira goes on a charge down the left. Cruyff. That's Vieira. Bullet. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Luis Suarez. Well, played right into his path. And he was alert to it.
Indonesia clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Hong Kong are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter.
And he shoots! They've done it! Into the lead once more. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Hong Kong go into the lead.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now. Indonesia really cannot...
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Rijkaard has been sent off, just to confirm that, of course, that was his second yellow card. Shevchenko. Now, can they get him away? Vieira. Chiellini cannot be beaten that easily. And it's Eto'o. Now it's Luis Suarez. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick.
This is about as perfect a free kick position as you could wish for.
Romario tries to pass it through. Foot in.
This is the time you need that pace.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Busquets. Now that's well seen too. Vieira. And time is up. Indonesia were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Indonesia.
Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave, which envelops the team. So we're up and running. Arsenal have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers. If these two don't make a good impression, there are quite good replacements on the bench.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Araujo gets across to intercept that. Short changes him with that pass. Rui Costa. Rui Costa! And he's gone backward here, and he's well positioned here. Messi. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes, so we're seeing some conservatism here.
And pull it! And he's done it! It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Arsenal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Not the most accurate pass. Nicely weighted ball. Nesta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Chouameni. Now it's Hullet. Araujo does really well to win the ball there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. And this is Ronaldo. And that has left him in a heap. Ball is over the line. Van Dijk. And here's Neymar. Neymar! Really well taken goal. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
No space, no problem. You cannot stop him.
Neymar demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback. And this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
He's picked his way through. He's had a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Rui Costa getting this one clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well read, nice interception. Nesta. And it's Neymar. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo, and he was quick to react. Gilberto Silva, Gullit, Busquets, that's a lovely, neat pass. And here's Gullit. Gullit, now it's Luis Suarez. And this is Bale. Oh, just skips past it, it's Bale! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Bale really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. Indonesia have the chance to go the other way. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Nesta is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Rijkaard. And it's Rijkaard. Bergkamp. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Pelé, Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Tries to pass it through. Thuram receives it in a wide position. Shot at goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Played in deep. And the first half is done. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
Substitution in progress.
And that's the second half started. Messi has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Now it's Rui Costa. Rui Costa cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Indonesia different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Indonesia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Bergkamp. Tchouaméni gets across and deals with it. Nesta cuts out the pass. Now it's Messi. And it's Cruyff. Ronaldo providing an outlet on that flank. Gullit finds himself offside. We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 15, Suarez. Number 18, Gullit. Coming on
Just
the
about
field,
up to the hour now.
Number 17.
Pull it. Pass is just off target.
Number 23. Frenkie de Jong.
Inviting looking ball back.
Taking place. The attendance for this match was
De Jong is onto this.
60,332.
Arsenal disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. He is through here. Pull it. And the finish! And that is wildly off target.
Indonesia really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Gilberto Silva, who's set up one goal so far. Indonesia are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? De Jong. Now Neymar. Ibrahimovic. Now it's Bale. Now that's well seen. Messi! And that is doing no harm at all.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
De Jong. Van Dijk. Tchouaméni. Messi puts his foot on the gas. This one, and the shot! And he's there to get it away. Odo. Suarez looking to get on the end of this. He has found the way through. Good read, needed to be.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Played out towards the right wing. And it's De Jong.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Check claims comfortably. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. De Jong. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
No, that's been intercepted. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rui Costa. Great chance! Oh, it's in! Late in the day! This could well be it! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Indonesia take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Well, that is one way to stop him.
2 added minutes.
To stoppage time, whistle due any moment. And it's Bergomi. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Knocks it into space, and that could set him on his way. Bale looks to get on the end of this. And we're done. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our...